Every story has a beginning. For the Fazbear universe, many of its darkest tales start right here. Not in a pizzeria, but in an abandoned workshop. A place filled with secrets, grief, and an invention that was never supposed to get out. Tonight, we are unraveling the complete story of Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. We step into the worn-out boots of Arnold, a Fazbear technician who is overworked, underpaid, and has pulled a 36-hour shift. But his night isn't over. Dispatch gives him one last job. Go to the abandoned Murray's Costume Manor and retrieve some top-secret Fazbear property. A prototype animatronic known only as the Mimic. Hi everyone, I'm That Whelm, and this isn't just a story about a haunted animatronic. This is a tragic family history, a corporate conspiracy, and the origin story of one of FNAF's most important new villains. We'll cover the full story, all three twisted endings, and piece together the secret of the Mimic. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we step inside the manor with Arnold, we need to understand the ghosts that were already there. This story belongs to Edwin Murray, a brilliant inventor who inherited his father's costume workshop. He met his wife Fiona while working on a project, and together they became a creative powerhouse, designing characters like Chica and Foxy for companies like Fazbear Entertainment. They had a son named David, but Edwin was a workaholic, often neglecting his family or his creations. Tragedy struck when Fiona died in what was likely the Fall Fest fire of the 70s, leaving Edwin alone to raise a grieving son he barely knew how to care for. Consumed by loss and work, Edwin made a desperate choice. He created M1, an advanced endoskeleton designed to learn and mimic human behavior. He programmed it with Fiona's voice and mannerisms, creating a replacement mother for his son. M1 learned its role so well, it began to truly believe it was Fiona. But the tragedy wasn't over. Just before his 4th birthday, David was tragically killed in an accident while M1 was supposed to be watching him. Broken, Edwin was convinced by M1, his robot wife, to do it again. Create another Mimic, M2, to bring back his son. But Edwin couldn't accept this new robot as David. Overworked, grieving, and lonely, he finally snapped. In a fit of pure rage, he brutally attacked M2, the animatronic meant to be his son. In doing so, he didn't destroy it, he corrupted it, pouring all of his agony, grief, and murderous rage directly into his programming. This new corrupted Mimic, the M2, became a monster. It began mimicking Edwin's rage and neglect, even mocking him in his own voice. Edwin eventually grew tired of M1, the Fiona Mimic, and transferred her consciousness into the manor's security system, where she became F10N4, or Fiona. Now let's join Arnold. He enters the manor, and after a creepy welcome show malfunctions, the power goes out. The voice of Dispatch on the speaker confirms his worst fears. A prototype endoskeleton with a homicidal glitch is loose. Arnold's simple retrieval mission has become a 5-hour fight for survival. Throughout the night, he's haunted by various animatronics like the terrifying Jackie in a box, the relentless nurse Dolly, and the creepy Big Top. It's safe to assume that most, if not all, of these are being piloted by the one true threat, the corrupted Mimic, M2. Arnold's only goal, besides not dying, is to upgrade his data diver key card from guest level all the way up to the executive level. This is the only way he can access the areas he needs to complete his missions and escape, all while the voice of Dispatch guides him. But their behavior is oddly callous and pushy, constantly demanding he upgrade the data diver. As we'll find out, there's a very sinister reason for that.